anyways, let's get into this. Tonight, we are celebrating true Black girl magic with 3 reigning USA queens. Before we bring them out, let's take a look at them talking about the importance of their platforms.
Platform Bridging the Gap. I implement mentorship, career readiness, and community building programs to help create the next generation of women leaders.
My platform is Be Well, empowering African American women to overcome mental illness by focusing on holistic health. This is so important for African American women. We face a unique set of health challenges brought on by stress. It's time for us to be well by taking control of our body, mind, and soul.
Through the Wilmington Urban STEM Initiative, I encourage and empower young inner-city girls of color like myself to embrace science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM. And with only 29% of the STEM workforce being female and an even lesser percentage being minority women, this encouragement is so incredibly vital.
Please welcome current queens for 2021, Miss Black USA, Maja Gary, Miss Black USA, Jamila Toussaint, and Miss Black USA Talented Teen, Jacqueline Means to Cocktails.
Oh, yes. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous queens. Welcome to the show. So listen, I have a question for each one of you that we want you to, give us a little bit more insight into why you chose your platforms. Starting with you, Maja, why did you choose your platform?
Yes, we need more women leaders. We need more women in positions of power, positions that impact and influence decisions that impact us. Globally, only 24% of women hold leadership positions. We need more leaders. And so my platform, Bridging the Gap, is all about advocating for more women leaders through mentorship, career readiness, community building programs to create those spaces for Black women, for those mentorship opportunities and things of that sort.
I love that. Next up, Jamila, why did you choose your platform?
Yes. So actually, this is something that has affected me personally and many people that I know. I experienced anxiety during law school that was unbelievable. And so I used holistic health tools. I used the book Sacred Woman to learn about my femininity and how I could relax within my femininity, how I didn't have to always be on edge. I use meditation, yoga, healthy eating to heal myself. And I want to spread that message to all young women that you can heal yourself through holistic health.
I love that. And our youngest one, Jacqueline, that smile is just gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Why did you choose your platform, sweetheart?
Absolutely. So my platform is all about encouraging young inner city girls, especially girls of color like myself, to embrace science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM. And the reason for that is when I was younger, I've always been a nerd. I mean, from the time I was like 5 years old, I've just always loved science and experiments. And my mom would always get mad at me because I would go in the kitchen and make my little concoctions and blow stuff up, but I loved it. And I was grateful that I had someone in my life who encouraged me to go and pursue this interest of mine. Even when I would go to school and tell my friends about my, capades at home about making my experiments, they would look at me like I had 6 eyes. And I was like, no, you guys are the crazy ones. Science is cool. You should get into it. It's fun. And as I got older, I just realized that it wasn't rare to see that. It was actually quite common to see, especially girls, kind of take an immediate disinterest in what I was interested in. And I said, you know what, I'm going to flip that. I'm going to let these girls know that they deserve to go into STEM fields, that they belong in STEM fields, and that really STEM is where the money's at. So if you like to get your nails done and your hair done, you better go into STEM. So that was really the reasoning behind it.
Can I just compliment you? Your picture that was up, you looked like a little Disney princess. Look how beautiful.
Thank you.
She just looks like there's like stardust, like just all around her, just strange queen.
Giving me chills because I'm over here like feeling like a real mommy, like real proud of all of you ladies because you are two queens. When I tell you, you sound so intelligent and so earthy and so needed. Like bravo.
Thank you so much. My mom always says, when one of us win, we all win. So I've heard that. I'm sure Jamila and Maja have heard it a lot as well. When you see one Black person win, it's like, yes, like you feel that in your heart. It's like, you know what? I'm so proud of you. I don't even really know you that well, but I'm proud of you because you're a representative of my community. So I feel that 100%.
I am so like, I get emotional with these kind of things too. I started in the pageant world and I love seeing Black beauty queens. I love it because there was a time when they were not trying to let us wear that crown
at all.
All of them, all the crowns have been won by Black women. Okay, all of them. So let's move on. Misha, Jamila, and Jacqueline, since we have you here, it's only fitting that you join us for our Queendom topic.
Come on, Queendom.
We have a graphic. Okay, now tonight's topic will focus on the importance of creating space for women of color. Michelle Obama once said, so many of us have gotten ourselves at the table, but we're still too grateful to be at the table to really shake it up. We're happy to be there, so we don't shake it up. It'd be nice to have a collective of Black women who are opening up spaces for each other or making strategic moves to raise the visibility of Black women within the industry, and not just who's on the cover of the magazine, but behind the scene as well, like bringing each other up. She continued with, whether you're a CEO, engineer, scientist, chef, or teacher, you have the power to support and create spaces for women of color. Now let's start with our reigning queens. Do you agree with Michelle Obama's statement?
Absolutely. I mean, 100%. I don't think I've heard something more true. It's all about women, especially Black women, when they move up that ladder, not forgetting that they need to reach that hand back down, extend it back down to other women and pull them up that ladder as well. So I agree 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would have to echo that. I think, going back to women in power positions, right? Like Jacqueline said, is reaching back. And pulling those young women up, right? And representation matters. So when those young Black women, young Black girls, see those Black women leaders, the Michelle Obamas, the Claudia Jordans, the Lisa Rays, the Vivica Foxes, the SYLEENAJOHNSONs, when the Black girls see these women in positions of power and roles that, they aspire to be in and careers that, they envision themselves in, representation matters. That's where the inspiration is. That's where the encouragement is. That's where the motivation is. And so when they see, women like you and I, fulfilling our dreams, chasing our dreams, being the first and second, African-American women to accomplish these things, they're thinking, I can do it too. If they can do it, I can do it. Right. So. Yeah.
Exactly. And Syleena, I want to get your thoughts on this. I know sisterhood is really important to you as well. So what are your thoughts on the conversation?
First of all, I have to echo Lisa Ray because I just adore these ladies and how articulate they are and how smart and woke they are. Yes. But I also, I love Michelle Obama. She is the GOAT. Okay, in terms of first ladies, she the GOAT. But I just think that right now, Black women are already creating lanes for themselves by being entrepreneurs. I think that entrepreneurship is the key to creating lanes. If they will not give it to you, sometimes you can't change the pace of what America does. Sometimes you have to create your own table and then put the people and then invite who you want to come to dinner and break bread with them, So I think we should encourage African-American women to create their own businesses more, because ultimately that's how you're going to be able to open up the doors for whomever you want. And that way, we can, and that's how you can reach, not down, not up, not sad, or down, up, sad, or whatever, reach in and get other Black women to join in with you. But we have to be conscious of doing that as Black women and not be in a competitive mindset. We have to stop this competitive mindset and understand that there is enough out here for everyone. Mary J. Blige said it. She said there's enough out here for everyone. So that's what I think. I think that we just have to assume the position as entrepreneurs and create our own lanes.
Speaking of bringing others in, I want to bring Jamila in as well. And I want to get your thoughts on sisterhood. And might I add, I don't know the last time I saw a panel with 4 Black women and 3 additional queens added to the mix, looking also fabulous and so accomplished and fantastic, and everybody be showing so much love. So this is historic right here for me. So Jamila, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, so I totally agree with SYLEENA. I actually own a small business called Goddess Waist Beats. And when I was branding and promoting my business, I had to think about whether I was going to brand it specifically for Black women. And it's something that I think we kind of shy away from, as if Black people don't support Black businesses, when actually we do. And I think that we should encourage, supporting Black businesses, Black ownership, Black entrepreneurship. And then I'll tell another little story. When I started doing yoga, I was the only Black woman in my yoga studio. And so I found a Black woman that was teaching yoga, and she was actually teaching hip hop yoga. And so just making those spaces for us and making it so much more accessible for us, where we can feel comfortable, we can hear our music, is just amazing. So I totally agree with Michelle Obama.
Let me just chime in on that really quickly. I love that you said that. But let me just give you a little bit of encouragement, or anybody a little bit of encouragement, in terms of creating your business to be geared towards Black women. Did you know that we are the highest consumer in America?
That's right.
We are the ones. So let's be very clear. If you gear your product towards Black women, understand that just Black people aren't the only ones gearing their products towards Black women. White people are gearing their products towards Black women, and all races, because they know we're the number one consumer. So it's the smart thing to do. It isn't even about race anymore. We running things, boo-boo, behind the cash register and front of it.
Okay.
And I love that we're getting away from the idea that thinking that something that is Black is less than, because that is complete BS. Do not look down a Black business, a Black accountant, a Black lawyer, a Black queen, a Black actress, a Black business delivery service, anything like that. Those days are done, one and over with. Let's knock it off, because you see how everybody tries to copy our style. So how can we?
Okay. Ladies, we're the mastermind behind Wall Street. Get in.
Right. I want to thank our ladies for being here. I know it took a while, and I'm so proud of you all. The way you wear your crown, you are inspiring the next queen, the next scientist, the next business owner, the next wellness expert to follow in your footsteps, and you're so important, and we are so you.
You just inspired me to go get my crown. Let me see. Okay.
Yes, I love it. Yes, and the wave too. Okay.
Wave. You can be my first lady wave, but we have a point now.
I want to thank Jamila Toussaint, Myja Gary, and Jacqueline Means.
Beautiful.
Represent us well. You represent us so beautifully. So thank you so much. I want to make sure everybody follows all these ladies on social media, support their platforms and upcoming projects. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Cocktails with Queens after the break. Thanks, ladies.
Bravo.